And speaking of which, then they had the package on the most sexual moment. I'm sorry, checking my notes here. The most social moment in WWE history was the return of CM Punk. We got to start calling him the Rainmaker, don't we, Brian?
Was it the most sexual moment for you? Are you trying to say something?
Well, like Mussolini.
Oh my God, what happened there?
Uh-huh.
Someone grabbing your crotch?
Oh, boy. Don't squeeze too hard.
Is it you?
No.
Oh.
It's my special crotch grabola 3000 machine.
Yeah, I didn't even go with who then. If it's not
No,
you,
but
who?
CM Punk is the Rainmaker because 95 million views, they say, across all social media platforms. As a matter of fact, obviously, as we talked about last week, we trended on YouTube with our comments on him returning. And, at this point, you can't really say that even Roman Reigns or even Cody Rhodes or even Brock Lesnar or whoever, nobody else in wrestling gets as many people talking and or talking as excitedly or vehemently or opinionatedly as CM Punk does, do they? Every news outlet covered this, and not just the ones that you would think have resorted to going for clicks these days, as we found out, like Sports Illustrated, but I mean, fucking networks. On the, so.
And for anyone who wanted to argue if he was or wasn't the biggest star in AEW, there isn't anyone in AEW now or up to this date, anyone who's been there and left, who could have gotten this kind of reaction.
They couldn't get elected dog catcher next to this. It's in. And again, not only real news outlets, but real reporters covered this, not the crumb or the scrum crumbs that Tony has, that's paid guests practically. So, and they did a package edit, makes it look big. And then a recap package of the Raw promo, which came off better in package form with B-roll, because he made the points. He made a lot of points. And we didn't say there was anything wrong with what he said. We just wanted more or something more, a more dramatic announcement. But at the same time, when you look at this package, he's got a high bar to live up to with the promos that he's dropped in the past that have shocked people. So, because a lot of times, we forget you can't shock somebody every week unless they're a mental patient in the 50s. And then, but any comments on the packages there?
No, I think they're doing a good job of promoting how big Punk's appearance was without saying how he said nothing on Monday. And now he'll be here next week on Smackdown to say nothing, or maybe give a little bit, and then you could tune in 2 weeks later on Raw. Is he going to be on Raw this week, or is he just on Smackdown? Well,
we don't know, do we?
Well, you would think they would announce it. WWE usually announces that kind of thing.
But they didn't announce he was going to be at Survivor Series we're paying attention, right? But for the people now, it's like, shit, Punk's back. I got a lot of people in the old days, especially of wrestling, and the casual viewer, to that still a deal to them. They don't know which side or which roster somebody is on, or the difference in the program. I've heard it a million times. Oh, you're on WWF. You're on WCW. They just recognize the company. So people will be tuning in thinking they're going to see some of these people when they hear about it. It's not a regular thing every week where people might tune in to Raw to see somebody that's not on Raw. But when Punk gets this kind of attention in mainstream news outlets, somebody that hadn't watched a wrestling show in 5 years may say, oh, shit, I'll watch Raw Monday night and see what's going on. You don't know. So they'll pick a little something up on everything.
And then around 10:45, they say, I think I've seen enough of Raw. This guy's never going to be on here.
Yeah, well, there you go.